13 Signs of Genuine Intelligence You Can't Fake. Have you ever met someone who genuinely want for everyone to believe they were smart? It was pretty entertaining whether they were using fancy words or simply showing off their nerdy hobbies. It was clear that they weren't as smart as they pretended to be. While intelligent people are more inclined to think they aren't very intelligent. People who are less intelligent have a tendency to overestimate their abilities. Many people strive for intelligence and many others wish they could be intelligent. Genuine intelligence is one of those things that you simply cannot fake in life. In fact, a number of factors have been scientifically connected to intelligence levels above average. Here are 13 of them. Number 1. An endless curiosity. The smartest people are those that admit they don't know everything, despite the fact that you could think appearing to know everything is remarkable and makes you look smart. Not only does it demonstrate humility, but it also demonstrates their eagerness to learn new things. People who are truly intelligent ask perceptive questions and spend hours reading up on interesting new topics. They thus keep learning throughout their entire lives. Number 2. Open-mindedness. Too many people take great pride in their opinions, and they frequently connect their sense of self to their rigid viewpoints. Intelligent people are more likely to be objective because they consider situations from all perspectives and make an attempt to truly understand them before making judgments. Although they aren't gullible or readily convinced to change their opinions, this does indicate that they aren't afraid to consider new concepts and ideas. Number 3. Being the silent type. Many stereotypes exist about silent people, such as being antisocial, awkward in social situations, or weird. Though it's not always the case. They might not be the light of the party, but that is just because they are taking the time to think about the situation and identify a potential conversation partner. Intelligent people also like to consider their comments before speaking them aloud if they're already in a group chat. Additionally, they believe that remaining silent is preferable to meaningless small conversation. Number 4. High adaptability. Life isn't always going to be easy. Some people complain that, and some may even throw tantrums because adjusting is too difficult. On the other side, intelligent people feel more capable of dealing with surprises and difficulties. In reality, intelligence's chief component is adaptability. It speaks of the capacity to adjust to new surroundings or circumstances. Perseverance, or the capacity to overcome adversity, is another quality associated with this trait. Intelligent people aren't afraid of the unknown and are ready for whatever that comes their way. Even when things don't go according to plan, they adapt quickly and are motivated to try again. Number 5. Strong self-control. When hurt, rejected, or dismissed, many people might resort to yelling. Individually, truly clever people can avoid making foolish decisions since they don't let their emotions rule them. They tend to think more logically and analyze the advantages and disadvantages of a situation. They don't throw things around or perform other things like that. Number 6. The capacity to admit mistakes. A person with an ego will never admit a mistake or a weakness because they believe it degrades them. Nevertheless, clever people do not associate their self-worth with their ego, which makes it simpler for them to accept failure and move on. Being trustworthy with both yourself and others is a highly intelligent quality. Number 7. A knack for wit. Studies have shown that humor and intelligence are correlated. In fact, comedians in particular have higher IQs than the average person. This is due to the fact that humor requires more verbal intelligence than simply digesting facts. It also requires finding the unique angle and the ideal moment. This unique ability and presence of mind allows one to convert even the most inconsequential circumstances and things into something you can burst out laughing at. Number 8. High creativity. For the extremely intelligent, coming up with original ideas and inventive solutions is essentially natural and easy. Because it demands thinking creatively outside the box, creativity is actually one of the highest levels of intelligence. Intelligent people are excellent at solving problems because they can view situations from numerous perspectives. They excel in bringing visions to life, which requires exceptional knowledge, keen observational abilities, as well as a curious and creative mind. Number 9. Strong self-identity. Self-awareness is a fantastic quality that intelligent individuals possess. This implies that people have access to their inner selves and are aware of their likes and dislikes, ambitions, strengths, and shortcomings, as well as their values. This doesn't mean they think they're perfect, quite the opposite. Instead of trying to hide their insecurities, they accept them. They nevertheless feel confident about themselves despite these flaws. Number 10. Ability to maintain a variety of interests. Intelligent people often engage in multiple projects at once because they don't limit themselves to a single task. They might have a full-time job and build a side business while taking music lessons, learning a new language, or refinishing all of their wooden furniture. While many people enjoy being busy, these people would rather spend their time undertaking activities that would advance their lives. Intelligent people improve both their talents and their weaknesses. Number 11. Preference for solitude. People with intelligence require time away from the external world to recharge. This doesn't mean they hate others. It just means they enjoy having a quiet place to think things through, come up with ideas, and review the past to determine their next course of action. They are aware that when they spend more time socializing, they have less time for themselves and their goals. Number 12. Sensitivity to other people's feelings. Intelligence isn't only determined by a high IQ. Emotional intelligence is just as important. It plays a significant role in the achievement of success, the quality of relationships, and overall happiness. A well-developed EQ enables you to better deal with stress and to understand others. Being sensitive to the feelings and emotions of people around you also allows you to respond in a way that is appropriate to their needs. In fact, empathy is one of the key components of emotional intelligence. In essence, there are many aspects to human intelligence, but there are certain characteristics and behavioral patterns that can be recognized in highly intelligent individuals. Of course, they value their relationships with their friends and family, but they also require some alone time. Number 13. You care more about what's true than what's popular. There are numerous examples in history of very smart people believing incredibly stupid and hateful things. That's why popular beliefs or positions are the worst way to judge what's true. One of the most crucial signs of genuine intelligence is caring more about what's true than what's popular. You see a narrative coming that oversimplifies or demonizes a certain group or idea and you stay a mile away. Which of these traits do you identify with the most? Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.